Hello everyone, and how are you doing? How is your day going? So this is a highly requested video I'm about to share with you. Like whenever I share my weight loss recipes and I have to use this honey as my sweetener, most people ask me why my honey has to be yellowish and not having this dark regular color we know all honeys look like this. So what I want you to know is both are good. It is just for you to choose the right one. So I'll take you subsequently to my kitchen and show you how to choose the best honey, the honey I use, and the kinds of honey you need to stay away from, because like almost 70% of the honeys I've seen are just added sugars. They've melted and they are selling. So you want to be careful, rather invest, because the good ones are a little bit on the pricey side. And I know most of us love tea, coffee. You want your coffee sweet and not just flat and boring in the mouth. You need to sweeten it up, and trust me, white sugar is the worst thing you want to use as your sweetener, as it spikes up your blood sugar levels, make you gain a lot of weight, which leads to obesity, and obesity leads to what? Hypertension, high blood, diabetes, all those health complications we are all preventing and avoiding. So that is something you want to consider when choosing sweeteners or putting white sugar in your tea or coffee. So without wasting much of your time, let's get straight into it, and feel free to share this video with your family and friends so we can all stay healthy, making healthy and the right choices. So let's get into it. So let's get into it. I'll be showing you 3 different honeys and how you can spot the fake. This is the African honey we are familiar with. This is bee pollen honey, the honey you see me using here all the time. Like both of these are the honeys I use a lot. And there is another one that is very popular at the shelves here. This is what most people know as honey here, which is really fake. As you can see the consistency, look at how it looks so light and like burnt sugar. And I'll be showing you the difference between this and the African honey plus the bee pollen honey. Like, just watch. You see, this is how the raw African honey looks like. You see the consistency, so thick and looking so rich. I'll put it side by side with the fake honey and you understand what I'm talking about. So this is it. This is the consistency. This is how you look at your honey, how rich it should look before you go for it. See, this is how it comes out, so thick and rich. And this is the bee pollen honey. This is it, with a very rich thickness to it and consistency. Like, this is rich honey, and this is made from bee pollen. So this is what bee pollen is, because most people ask me, why is your honey looking yellow? Why is it not having the regular dark color we know? Most especially from my African sisters, they ask me a lot. So this is how this honey was made, from bee pollen. So this is what bee pollen looks like. This is how this honey was made, and it has a lot of health benefits that I love, even though it's a little bit on the pricey side, and I'll give you the details by the end of this video. But let me show you the fake honey you should run away from. So this is the fake honey. I will show you the consistency and you will see it is just like sugar that has been burnt to this brown color, because if you burn sugar it turns like this. If you want to conduct an experiment, just get your sugar and burn it. You will see it will come out exactly like this. So this is pure sugar. This is the honey you want to avoid. Look at the consistency, really not as thick like the African honey, which had this same color. I'll put them side by side and you will see the difference. And if you see your honey looking like this with this light color and so thin, no, it is fake. So this is it side by side. This is the darker one, is the African honey, and you see this lighter one is the fake honey. So this is fake. If you see your honey looking like this, just know it is fake. And in order to know your honey is fake, just get white sugar and kind of put fire on it. It will end up like this light color. So this is something you want to avoid. This honey is very cheap and not really, this is pure sugar. So I don't use this honey. I only use it to add it on my DIY skincare now, because it is sugar. And this is the rich honey I use. So these are both of the honeys I use, the bee pollen honey and the regular African honey we know. So I will show you other brands of honey that are very good as well, but these are my best. Like, you see the richness and the consistency of this honey, this bee pollen honey. So this is a brand you want to go for, or when you're searching for honey, go for bee pollen honey. There are other brands, even though, even not just this one, there are other brands. And or you go for the African honey. This is how a raw African honey looks like. You see the richness and the consistency. This is how you look and really see how rich the honey looks. Like, compare, you see this color darker than the fake honey I showed you. So yeah, these are the two, and this one is from a company called Bear Honey. I'll leave the link at my description or at the comment section. And this is the African honey. Other brands which are very good is the Manuka honey. And as you can see, the Manuka honey looks exactly like the bee pollen honey. Look at it, they are almost the same like the bee pollen honey. Very rich, and you can see that thickness. It is not light like the fake honey I showed you. So this is another brand as well, raw honey. This brand too is good that I have tried, but my best so far is this honey. I love this bear honey or my raw African honey. Like, these are the best. So always look at the thickness and the richness of the honey. Taste it as well. So I know some people who want to get this honey. I'll leave the link at my description if I can find it online. But what you should be running away from, which is actually my message in this video, is this white sugar. This is really bad and very unhealthy. This is the cause of weight gain, leading to obesity, which leads to hypertension, diabetes, and a lot of health complications. Like, white sugar is something you want to stay off from. That is why you see we mostly tend to honey, because it is the healthy sweetener. And health, not just healthy, honey equally has a lot of health benefits. You want to go for it. Honey is healthy not just because you want it sweet, but it has a lot of health benefits, most especially if you add it with ginger and turmeric. It helps with cold, a lot of benefits. You can use it on your skin as well. And like, go for honey, avoid white sugar. That is my message here on this video today. Yeah, so I hope someone finds this video helpful. Don't forget to share with your family and friends. And if you haven't subscribed yet to this channel, what are you waiting for? Feel free to do so now by clicking the red subscribe button you see right below this video, so you don't miss any of my uploads and you get to watch them on time as well. So thank you for your time, thank you for watching, and see you again in my next video. Bye, et bonne journée.